Hey man, this place is like a shrine to me. You should have named it Mike's World.
It's called Trainers because that's my name.
Why is my face on a sign in neon?
That's me.
And why is there a gap in the front teeth?
Lightning.
Yeah, myself and Chill, and we had a conversation, and we get along. I mean, we're really like brothers in real life. So it's like we want to work together. We want to do something together. Being that he was an actor and I played football, he couldn't play football, but maybe I could try to act. So that's what we decided the way to go instead of the football way. Well, I think a lot of people, when they think, okay, he's playing an ex-football player, so it must be easy. And that's probably one of the hardest things to do, because a lot of people think it's me. Yeah. So the hardest thing to do is play yourself. Mm-hmm. But in a lot of situations, I have to kind of relate to being a professional athlete and some of the things that I experienced, to all of a sudden being a guy who's almost demoralized in a lot of ways, who needs to find his way again. Yeah. And that I don't know. So I got to act that out and figure it out. So I've had to draw on my experiences from a football player in some instances as far as like the lifestyle, but find new inspiration as far as some guy who needs to start all over.
The restaurant is about to go out of business.
Mama, business is doing good. Mama's good.
Stop lying, boy. Everybody needs a little help sometimes. That's why I called your brother down here.
I came here because you told me Pop had a stroke. A stroke? What the hell are you talking about? I didn't have a stroke.
He didn't have a stroke, but he's not fine. He's losing it.
I am not losing it.
Yes, you are.
I think you are.
Yeah, trust me, you are, Pop. What you want him to do? Write me a check? You want him to bail me out? Mama, I don't want his charity.
Well, that's good, because your brother's broke.
Is that true, Michael? No, Pop, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah? Why are you going to fight Daddy Bonaducci for $10,000?
So it's $15,000 and I'm not going to do it. I'm Michael Trainer. I have it all. Well, I had it all. I couldn't write him a check if I wanted to. The only thing I own is his house.
Well, now, technically, you signed that over to us, but that's not important right now.
This is a new version of an African-American family. Different points of view. Nothing is all hardy-ha-ha. Nothing is all dynamite. Nothing is all, moving on up. I think it's a conglomeration of life today. And just the fact that we kind of mirror what's going on outside. There's an economic problem in our lives, in reality, and I think it's reflected here. We just serve it up with humor so that we can stay afloat and keep moving. And I think we're probably going to be the linchpin of several other comedies to come. But at least we're out of the gate first.
And I think the other thing, too, is, if I may, this family is, for all intents and purposes, an upper middle class family who was doing quite well, and as Cece said, became victims of the climate today, the economic climate. And so there is something very unique and specific about that. Mm-hmm. And these people are very well educated as a family, not just maybe one of the kids went on and went to school. Mom is a principal in the school. Dad is one of the instructors / coaches in the school. And needless to say, and today in the NFL, when you've gone to the NFL, generally you have college graduates, or at least they've gone to college. So we have a certain level of
well put. At least they went to college.
Yeah, at least
Lord knows
they don't. Yeah, we'd like them all to graduate. Hint, hint, athletes. But anyway, that's this family.
I think the chemistry is fantastic, and I've got to tell you, to just throw some people together and you try to create a big salad and see what happens. I think we really hit the jackpot in terms of chemistry. I couldn't be happier, because the gentlemen who play my sons feel like they could be my sons, and
our sons. Yeah.
Carl feels like he could be my husband, and in this atmosphere that we've created. Hold on one second, honey. Get this clear, because my husband's French speaking. He may miss a few verbs. But don't worry, it's okay. Okay? All right. Carl, feels like a really good fit.
From the very beginning, the wonderful thing about this amazing actress, artist woman is her playfulness. Cece has a playfulness that allows me to be close, and from day one, there was just this feeling of openness to the playfulness, with respect. We are adults, so we play like adults. It's not children. But when you're allowed that, as an actor and as a man, then it's like, wow. See, that's the kind of relationship that I love.
Hey, Mike.
And don't roll up on me like that. Put some baseball cards in those spokes so I can hear you coming, man.
Hey, Mama. You remember about my big opening at the restaurant, right?
Oh, now here we go.
See, Mike doesn't remember, because Mike doesn't remember anything that doesn't start with the word Mike.
You know what? Stop whining. You've been whining since we were kids.
Come on, man. I can't help it if you've always been jealous, so you find ways to mess things up for me.
Jealous? Jealous of what?
Growing up, I was a better athlete, I was smarter than you, plus I'm better looking. All my teeth are next to each other. Mike, you can't say the letter S without spitting on people.
Shut up.
See right there.
Oh, no, stop that already.
I'm having fun. I'm the producer on the show. I'm the music supervisor of the show. So I do it. Anytime you hear the transition music, that's me.
Were you into music before?
I was a rapper before this. So that's why I tell people, learn the craft, learn the game, because it can take you from there to here, all the way around. I started as a rapper, so that was my first introduction to the camera. You know, and not realizing when we was rapping, we was writing stories, creating characters. We was doing all of that, but we didn't know it. But now it's like, now it's showing up now, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I did this a minute ago before.
Yeah.
So now it's all coming together, you know what I mean? I can honestly say, you know, a lot of times actors go, well, no, I'm totally different from that character. Because they want to seem like you're such this character actor that they can do every character. I put a lot of myself into this, and the reason being because, especially dealing with the fact that I use a wheelchair now, is that, you know, there's a lot of things that I can't hide. There's a lot of things that I go through that a lot of people can relate to. So I'm just like, let the chips fall where they lay. But we do what we do, and I want to put a lot of emotion into the character. Every day I wake up, I don't feel chipper, and that's going to show in the script. Every day I wake up, I can't stop laughing. That's going to show in the script. So, I mean, that's basically what we do. You know, it just says a lot about for people out there with disabilities and wheelchairs that don't get, you know, acknowledged. You know, and that's the same, almost like how, you know, how it was and how it is again. Remember those days when there wasn't no black television shows? Now we're going back to that again. So hopefully that, you know, this show right here killed two birds with one stone. It's going to show two different communities that's being represented: the disabled community and the community of color.
Yeah.
So hopefully this we can knock them out the box with this one. I gotta let the world know that you can reach me on Twitter or Facebook. You just gotta go to either one and just put in Darryl Chill, or you can, and then you'll find me. So you can get up with me and holler at me, holler at your boy, say what's good, what's happening. Find out where I'm going, what I'm doing, and if you got any ideas or something you'd like to see on the show, get at me.